Let me be blunt. Most business owners are not stuck because of the competition or the economy. They're stuck because they're chasing more instead of fixing what's already broken. You don't need more leads. You need more leverage. And until you see that, your business will stay stuck exactly where it is. Everyone thinks that marketing is the magic bullet. But if marketing really resolved everything, every ad agency would be filled full of millionaires. The truth is, marketing can't solve a broken model. You don't grow by doing more. You grow by doing the right things at the right time in the right order. When I started coaching business owners, I noticed the same pattern. They say, Larry, I need more leads. But when you look under the hood, they were leaking profit in different places. You can pour all the leads you want into your business, but if your conversions, your pricing, if your margins, if all that is broken, then you've built a faster money-losing machine. And so in this video, I'm going to show you what actually causes growth. I've proven it with my 5-step proven profit formula. And so I'm going to share that with you in this video. The 5 steps that are proven to grow your profits. So the first step is leads. Now, I know I just said that people think that they need more leads. And they do, but that's not the only thing. And it's not just more leads. They need better qualified leads. Well, here's the myth. Most entrepreneurs believe that I just need more leads. That's wrong. If your leads are not qualified, then more leads equals just more noise, more distraction. You don't need to fill your pipeline with people that are not going to buy. You need to filter your pipeline so that you can get the most qualified buyers. You see, every unqualified lead costs you. It costs you time. You spend time wasted on follow-up and calls and proposals. It costs you money. The ad spend on people who will never buy. And it also costs you momentum, because discouragement, you feel discouraged when the conversation just stops. And so the goal is not just more leads. It's better conversations with the people who are ready and willing and able to buy. And so the truth is, a qualified lead is not someone who fills out a form. It's someone who actually has a real problem that you solve. It's someone that values your solution, and they value it enough to invest in your company, in your product, in your solution. It's also someone who fits your business model. They're your ideal customer, not a random prospect. When you get this right, you can talk to fewer people and make more money. Think about that. When you get the most qualified leads, you can talk to fewer people and make more money. That's what you call leverage. And so here's the shift that you need to make. Stop being a hunter and start being a magnet. When you start being a magnet, you'll attract better leads when your message repels the wrong people and it attracts the right people. For example, stop saying, I help business owners grow their business. Instead, say something like, I help small business owners double their profits without spending a dime extra on ads. That's more narrow. You see, the wrong people, they will just scroll right past that. But the right people, they will stop because you've described their pain and their desired outcome in that one line. That's not just marketing, that's positioning. And so here's the fix. Here's how you get better qualified leads fast. The first thing is to clarify your market dominating position. What makes you the choice? What makes you special? What makes you different? What makes you stand out? What makes you the choice, not just a choice? The second thing is build your magnetic message. Speak directly to the pain point of your dream clients, and they'll feel that, and they'll understand that you have spoken to their pain points, and what you're using is you're using emotion before you're using logic. And the third thing is to optimize your lead magnet or your offer. Your freebie, your webinar, your call to action, whatever it is, optimize it. You should pre-qualify the people. You should pre-qualify them. And it shouldn't just be any and everybody. The fourth thing is filter your funnel. Ask questions before the call. Make them fill out a form that filters out the people that you don't want. Ask them questions about the budget. Can you afford this? Ask them questions about, well, not necessarily can you afford it, but you just ask them questions about their budget. Ask them questions about the urgency. When do they need to solve this problem? Ask them questions about the problem that they have and what is their desired outcome. Ask them all those questions because you want to make people earn your time. They don't just want, don't let people just take up all the time on your calendar. You want to make them earn it because your calendar becomes a profit zone. And so the bottom line is this: stop bragging about how many leads you get. It doesn't matter, but start measuring how many leads that you convert, because the only thing that matters is the one that moves your bottom line, which is the profit. Because more leads don't build a business. Better leads builds a business. All right, that was step one. Step two is conversions. Turning interest into income. Here's the myth. Most business owners believe the goal of marketing is to get attention. That's not the goal. Attention without conversion is just what it is. It's just attention. Likes don't pay bills. Followers don't fund the payroll. You don't get paid for how many people see your offer. You get paid for how many people say yes to your offer. Here's the truth. You don't need more traffic. You need a conversion system that turns the traffic you already have into transactions. You see, a conversion is not luck. It's a learnable skill. Most people don't buy the best product. They buy the product that they understand the best. That's why your messaging, your presentation, your offer is so important. How you structure it matters more than your marketing message. If people are not buying, it's probably not because they can't afford it. It's probably because you haven't made it clear why they can't afford not to. And so again, here's the shift that you have to make. Stop selling products and start solving problems. When you shift from pitching to positioning yourself as a guide, everything changes. Think about it. People don't want a course or a service or just a system. They want a shortcut to a better life. They want a better business. They want a better version of themselves. And so they want specific, measurable, desirable outcomes. That is what is going to convert curiosity into cash flow. And so here's the fix. Here's how you improve your conversions. The first thing you do is you clarify your core promise. If you can't explain what you do in one clear, simple, outcome-driven sentence, neither can your audience understand what you're trying to offer them. Number two, craft a compelling offer. Stack the value so high that it outweighs the price. Bonuses, guarantees, transformation statements. Make yes the easiest decision that they've made all day. Number three is master the follow-up. Most sales happen after the first no. And so if you're not following up, then you're leaving money on the table. And so the fourth thing is create proof and trust. Testimonials, case studies, and real results remove the fear. People don't buy products, they buy confidence. The fifth thing is simplify the path to the purchase. The more steps between the more steps that you put between their interest and the purchase, the more sales you lose. And so remove some of the friction. One clear CTA beats 5 fancy buttons on your website every time. The bottom line is this. Again, you don't need more leads if you're not converting the ones you already have. You don't need more traffic. You need more trust. You need to build more trust. You see, the sale doesn't happen when someone fills out a form. The sales happen when they believe your offer can change their life. Because when people see your offer as a bridge to their breakthrough, the price becomes irrelevant. All right, moving on to step three. Step three is the average sale value. Raising what each customer spends. That's what it's all about. raising the price of what each customer spends. Here, the myth is this. The myth is that most business owners believe that profit comes from getting more customers. But that's a myth. Chasing more customers while ignoring your average sale value is like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it. You'll always be running out. You don't need more customers. You need to make more profit per customer. You've already spent the money to get the customer. And so every additional dollar that they spend after every additional dollar that they've spent after you spent your CAC is profit. It's all profit. And so once you get a return on your CAC, everything that they spend after that is pure profit. The truth is this: it's 5 times cheaper to sell to an existing customer than it is to acquire a new one. Yet most small businesses have no strategy to increase the value of every transaction. They focus on the front end. They focus on getting more customers, more ads, more clicks, more signups, while the back end just bleeds opportunity. See, your marketing builds attention. Your sales convert, but your offer is designed to create wealth. And wealth is built by increasing what each buyer is worth to your business. And so the shift that you have to make is stop asking, how do I get more customers? And start asking, how do I get more value from each one of my customers? Amazon does not make billions on $20 orders. It makes billions from them purchasing a second, a third, a fourth time, and over and over and over. Most people that shop on Amazon shop there for life. And that's what I mean by just making the customer buy more and more. That's better than trying to get a new customer. And so you don't need to reinvent your business. You just need to rethink your offer structure. Now here's a fix for that. Here's how you raise the average sale value immediately. The first thing you can do is bundle strategically. Combine related products or services into a bundle, into a complete solution. An example is, instead of selling web design, sell a business growth bundle. Sell website design plus SEO plus setup plus branding or whatever, like make it a bundle. The second thing is introduce upsells. When someone buys, offer a higher tier version or a faster delivery or a done for you service, because they're already in buy mode. And so don't end the conversation too soon, because they're more likely to buy something else. Also, the third thing is cross-selling. Create cross-sales. Offer complementary items. If they buy a camera, offer them a tripod. If they buy your coaching program, offer them an implementation toolkit or sales scripts or marketing scripts. The fourth thing is raise your prices. And you want to do this the smart way. Raise your prices. You don't want to compete on price. You want to compete on the perceived value. And so add more clarity, more guarantees, add more exclusivity into your product, and then you can raise the prices. And the fifth thing you can do here is offer payment plans or premium tiers. Let people buy at their comfort level, but make sure that there's a next step so that they can buy the next thing. Like, always have a next thing that they can buy. The bottom line is this: you don't build wealth by working harder. You build wealth by increasing the value of every transaction. Most entrepreneurs obsess over how to make more sales, but the smart ones, they ask, how can I make more from every sale that I already make? Because the fastest way to double your income is not to double your customers. It's to double your average sale value. All right, step number 4, number of transactions. And this is similar to the last one, but you want to increase how often customers buy. Most business owners think growth comes from finding new customers, again, so they keep chasing the next sale while ignoring the easiest one, the customers who already bought from them. That's the easiest next sale. It's like being so busy to find a new fish that you forget about the ones that are already in your fish tank. And so again, most businesses don't need more first-time buyers. They need to build a system that creates second, third, fourth-time buyers. Because the truth is, Your best new customer is your current customer. Existing customers already know you, they already like you, and they already trust you. They already like your product and your service. And they've already opened their wallet to you. You probably already have their card on file. Now, what does that mean? That means that they're 10 times more likely to buy from you than to buy from a stranger. But here's the thing. If you don't stay top of mind to that customer, then someone else will. And they'll gladly take that customer that you've earned. They'll gladly take them from you because you stop communicating with them after the sale. And so here's the shift that you need to make. Stop treating a sale like the end of a transaction and start treating it like the beginning of a relationship. You're not in the business of making sales. You're in the business of creating a customer. You're in the business of creating lifetime value. Think about it this way. Netflix doesn't survive on one-time purchases. They thrive on subscriptions and renewals. Apple doesn't just sell you a phone. They sell you a whole ecosystem. Phones, tablets, computers, music, everything. Amazon doesn't just get you to order. They get you to order over and over again. They have the Prime membership, like all of this. And so those are some things that you should find a way to do in your business. And so here's how you fix that. Here's how you increase how often customers buy. The first thing you want to do is you want to create a drip campaign. Keep adding value after the sale. Don't disappear. Keep educating them. Check in with them. Inspire them. Stay relevant in their minds. The second thing is add a loyalty or a rewards program. Give customers a reason to return. Give them small perks can help build massive loyalty. The third thing is use time-based promotions. If your service has a life cycle, let's say 90-day results or whatever, then make another plan that you can continue after that cycle. The fourth thing is offer ongoing services or retainers. Turn one-off projects into recurring relationships. An example of this is instead of selling just a website one time, offer monthly updates, offer SEO monitoring, analytics. Those are some things that you can offer to stay top of mind. And the fifth and last thing you can do here is to re-engage dormant customers that haven't interacted with you in a long time. Re-engage them. Send them a message and say, we miss you. Like, do campaigns, reawaken those users. Sometimes all it takes is a well-timed offer or a personal note. Tell them happy birthday or something. The bottom line is this. You don't get rich from your first sales. You get rich from repeat sales. Every happy customer is a walking gold mine of repeat revenue, referrals, and word of mouth marketing. Stop chasing strangers. Start nurturing the people who already believe in you. And the last step is this. The last step is profit margins. Cutting the waste and protecting your profit. Because most entrepreneurs think that the only way to make more money is to sell more. That's not the only way. Because you can sell more, but if your profit margins are paper thin, selling more just digs a bigger hole faster. You can't scale something that's broken. And most small businesses are running on broken math. They're so busy, but they're also broke. And here's the cold truth. It doesn't matter how much you make. It doesn't matter if you don't protect your profit. You're just running a charity if you're not protecting your profit. Because here's the thing. Revenue is vanity, but profit is sanity. And cash flow is survival. And so every dollar that comes into your business has only three choices. It either adds to your profit, it either funds your growth, or it disappears into waste. You see, here's the problem. Most business owners have no clue which one is happening because they're so focused on the top line growth that they're missing the bottom line gain. And so the shift you have to make is stop asking how much more money I can make and start asking how much can I keep of the money that I already make. You see, growth without profit is like running faster on a treadmill. You're moving, but you're not going anywhere. The best entrepreneurs are not obsessed with revenue. They're obsessed with margin and profit making sure that every sale is worth it. When your margins are healthy, every marketing campaign, every upsell, every transaction, it just multiplies your wealth instead of draining your wallet. And so let me give you a couple things to fix this so that you can protect your margin. The first thing you want to do is you want to audit your monthly expenses. You want to cut out the clutter, subscriptions, unused tools, wasted ad spend. If it doesn't directly grow or protect your profit, you need to get rid of it. The second thing is raise your prices strategically. If you haven't raised your prices in a year, inflation has already cut into your margin. You need to add value. You need to improve your presentation. You need to position yourself as a premium solution. And then you can raise your prices strategically. The third thing you want to do is you want to systemize for efficiency. Document your processes. Automate any repetitive tasks, because time is the silent expense that kills your margins. The fourth thing is negotiate and renegotiate. Negotiate with your vendors, with your suppliers, any freelancers that you work with. Everything's negotiable. The fifth thing is you want to track percentages. Track your percentages. You want to know your gross margin. You want to know your net margin. You want to know your profit per product or service, because what you measure grows. What you manage grows. And so the bottom line is this: growth without profit is a trap. If you scale unprofitably, all you're doing is multiplying your mistakes faster. Your goal is not to build a bigger business. Your goal is to build a bigger, better business, because a better business will become bigger. A business that pays you and it does not drain you. Because at the end of the day, revenue feeds your ego, but profit feeds your family. And so that's what I want to share with you in this video: the 5 things that you can do to protect and grow your profit. And so thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments what was helpful for you, what stood out to you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.